Business and Bourbon.
From Business and Bourbon, I am Ronell Richards, and this is Day Drinking, your daily dose of business motivation, inspiration, and education. A bite-sized version of Business and Bourbon wisdom to help you on your journey to personal and professional success. So, the beauty of technology and where we are in time is that we have access to so many great tools to do it yourself, right? We've got all this technology online that we've got access to, whether it's graphic design, whether it's content creation, whatever it is that you can do it yourself. Marketing, do it yourself. Pretty awesome. But I want to challenge you guys. When I was a kid, my father and I, we did a remodel of our basement. And let me tell you something. It is one of the most memorable experiences of my life doing that remodel with my dad. It was not in a good way. Not in a good way. It was something that we had never done before. My dad's patience with me wasn't so great, like most dads of, preteen kids, preteen boys. And I don't know how long it took us to do it, but it felt like it took forever. And it was a frustrating experience. I'm sure for my dad, it was like just it was the most, oh gosh, just difficult thing for me as a kid to do and to want to do. It was something I didn't enjoy. Now, most of you would say, okay, well, it built something in you, right? Well, yes, it did. Here's what it taught me. Because at the end of that job, you know what that do-it-yourself job looked like? It looked like a do-it-yourself job. Hey, look, we did a great job. We did the best that we could do, but it was the best that we could do. And quite frankly, it looked like the best that someone that doesn't do that for a living could do. Never looked fully professional, looked like amateur, right? So in this do-it-yourself world, and don't get me wrong, I'm a proponent for doing what you can do because we want to limit our expenses in entrepreneurship. We want to, as business professionals, we want to make sure anything that we can do to lower costs, we want to do that, right? But at what cost to our business? At what cost to our reputation? At what cost to our presence, our social presence, and all these other things? So I am a proponent of bringing in a professional to do professional work, right? Bring a professional in to do the professional work, whatever that is. Maybe marketing, it may be accounting, whatever it is. Because think about that. How much is your time worth, right? And that investment that you made, is it going to give you the outcome that you want at the end of the day? Like some of you right now are getting into wanting to build personal brands and market yourself and all that. And so you're putting a lot of energy into this stuff, and the things that you're putting out there, it looks like amateur hour, right? Let me share with you my strategy and what has worked for me. Because again, I believe in doing it yourself when you can do it yourself at a level where it doesn't look like you did it yourself. So, quite frankly, what I do is I bring in professionals to do what professionals do. And then I learn from them, right? So, when I started my marketing journey, I brought in marketing professionals. When I started my content creation, I brought in content professionals and let them do their job. And then I learned from what they did until I could do it on my own at a level that was pretty close to theirs. And then I limit my interaction. I limit my outgoing expense to those sorts of professionals. Okay, that's been my strategy, and it's worked pretty damn well for me. And it's what I'd recommend to you guys. The beauty of this technology is you also have access to high level people for a lower price point. If you want to do a marketing campaign, you want to do some nice content creation, you don't have to hire somebody for 40 hours a week and bring them on as a W-2 employee. You can find you a freelancer and pay them per the hour at a rate that they're worth, right? Like you're not going to get them for cheap, but you're going to get higher value because instead of 40 hours, I'm only paying for 10. And then you learn from them until you can do some of those things on your own. and lower those costs. That's what I've done. That's what works for me. So that's what I just want to challenge you guys. Some of you guys are do-it-yourself everything people. That's awesome. But know that there's a cost to be paid for doing it yourself right off the bat as well. So what's right? What's wrong? I don't know. It's for you to decide. Just sharing my experience. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you again for listening. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to Day Drinking by Business and Bourbon. If you enjoyed our show, you can support it by rating us 5 stars and reviewing on Apple or your favorite podcast platform. Hey, I'd also like to invite you to join our movement to combat entrepreneur porn. You can do that by signing up for a free membership on the Business and Bourbon Network. You'll have access to exclusive content and forums where you can collaborate and uncover new business opportunities, jobs, investors, and further your business education. You can sign up at businessandbourbon.net. Again, that's businessandbourbon.net. Thank you for listening, and remember, your success is based on the little things you do each day, not the massive actions. Go out and execute the little things with discipline and consistency, and you'll be a winner in life and business.